In a realm beyond mortal comprehension, where shadows stretched long over the lands and silence held an edge of unease, the giant gates of Tartarus sealed with clinks that echoed through eternity. Within its impenetrable confines, the Titans, once rulers of the world, now stood entrapped, their wrath simmering within like dormant volcanoes, unable to erupt. Front and center, Cronus knelt on the jagged earth, his scythe, once a symbol of his terrifying power, now lay shattered, pieces scattered like relics of a bygone era. The metallic clang of defeat was a taunting melody that hummed through the oppressive air. How had the mighty fallen, their thousand-year reign dismantled stone by stone and chain by golden chain. The abyss beneath them glowed fiercely, a consuming inferno that promised desolation. Its orange and crimson hues danced with sinister purpose, casting flickering shadows on the massive figures above. It was a punishment fitting for deities who had dared to defy the natural order. Guardians of this eternal prison, the Cinemanes stood vigilant and unyielding. Their 100 hands and 50 heads were a monstrous sight to behold. Their existence served as a living reminder of unassailable strength and unfathomable loyalty. Nothing would escape under their watch, for the oath they had sworn was sealed by gods and bound by fate. From the foul depths, thick black smoke ascended upward, twirling and twisting like lost souls. It was a sky unlike any other, turbulent and wild, filled with dark clouds that roiled and thrummed with latent lightning. It was the world's way of expressing its unrest. The low-angle view, cinematic and grand, enhanced the scene's gravity, intensifying the sight of embers drifting in the air. They sparkled fleetingly, like the last hope of freedom that would soon succumb to the inevitable gravity pulling them back, down into the abyss. Yet amidst this gloomy setting, a sense of anticipation hung thick, for every conclusion heralded a new beginning. In the silenced cries of the Titans, there whispered winds of change. Somewhere beyond Tartarus, the Olympians celebrated their ascendancy. Deep in the shadows, whispers of ancient prophecies foretold of time's relentless wheel, hinting that the Titan's tale was far from over. Zeus, the mighty lord of the heavens, stood atop Mount Olympus. His fists clenched tightly around swirling thunderbolts, symbols of his unmatched power and authority. The air crackled with energy, accentuating his dominance over the divine realm. Above, the storm clouds started parting, gradually revealing a clear canvas of celestial blue. It was as if the very sky acknowledged his ascendancy. Beneath his feet, the grand golden palace of the gods rose majestically, shimmering in the radiant light that bathed the mountain. Around Zeus, the gods knelt in reverence. Hera, his queen, exuded an aura of regal dignity, while Demeter, with eyes reflecting the fertile earth, silently acknowledged him. Hestia, the steady nurturer, bowed her head in a gesture of profound respect, accompanied by Apollo. Apollo's golden lyre hummed a melody in honor of the new king. The sky was filled with radiant light, an ethereal glow that seemed to cascade from Zeus himself. Far above, an eagle soared gracefully, a symbol of divine wisdom, spreading its wings wide as if heralding Zeus's reign. Lightning crackled around him, creating a dramatic wide-angle tableau of divine atmosphere. The elements themselves seemed to have united, forming an unforgettable spectacle to mark Zeus's claim to the throne of Olympus. Zeus's eyes scanned his domain, the embodiment of authority, power, and divine rule. And thus, in that sublime moment atop the legendary mountain, Zeus embraced his destiny, the god's allegiance firm at his feet, the throne uncontested, and the reign of thunderous might commenced. In the depths of Mount Olympus, where the air buzzed with divine energy, three brothers stood steadfast before a celestial map shimmering with ethereal light. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, each a god of unparalleled power, each determined to claim their due portion of creation. The map hovered mid-air, a living tapestry of the universe bespeckled with stars and swirling with realms untamed by mortal hands. A halo of cinematic lighting cast long shadows across their stern faces, magnifying the godly glow that emanated from their forms. Zeus, the father of gods and men, raised his hand, pointing toward the sky filled with spinning galaxies and twinkling constellations. It was his true home, a place where thunder reigned and his presence was felt in the storm and calm alike. "The heavens shall be my dominion," Zeus declared, his voice reverberating like distant thunder on the horizon. "I will rule the sky, the stars, and all that dwell above." With a deep nod of acknowledgement, Poseidon extended his arm toward a vortex of churning waves depicted in the celestial map. The ocean was his kingdom, boundless and profound, where his trident could command the waters to obey his will. "I claim the seas," Poseidon announced, his words resonating like the gentle roar of the tide. "Within the depths of ocean, our will shall be realized through currents and storms, through calm waters and tempests." Hades, the most enigmatic of the brothers, with eyes simmering like faint blue fire, gestured toward the dark shadows upon the map, representing the underworld, a mysterious realm in its own right. "The realm of the shadows, the domain of the deceased, so shall it fall under my command," Hades proclaimed, a quiet authority echoing in his speech. "In the underworld, where life transitions, there lies my rightful sovereignty." Their agreement sealed by nods exchanged in solemn camaraderie, the realms shimmered in divine agreement, with reality bending to their decision. Thus, the cosmos, vast and tumultuous, was divided amongst them. It was a scene etched into the annals of history, where the divine energy intermingled with kinship, responsibility, and fate. In a brilliant flash, the brothers departed, each to his respective dominion, leaving the celestial map glowing in solitude, a testament to their eternal pact. In an ancient and mystical world, three realms coexist, each ruled by a powerful deity. These realms, though distinct in nature and purpose, are interconnected through lines of glowing energy, symbolizing a divine order that governs their existence. High above the clouds lies Olympus, home to the gods. The temples here glow with an ethereal light, a testament to the power and wisdom contained within. It is a place of beauty and tranquility, yet beneath its serene exterior lies a realm constantly abuzz with the complexities of divine rule. Zeus, the king of gods, is steadfast in maintaining harmony, his eyes ever watchful over the mortal world below. Beneath the rolling clouds, the vast ocean spreads out, endless and mysterious. In its depths, shimmering like a jewel in the twilight, stands Poseidon's coral palace. The domain of the sea is ever-changing, a swirling cacophony of life and ferocity. Poseidon, the god of the sea, commands respect and fear. His will is unpredictable and powerful as the waves he controls. The third realm lies in contrast to the vibrance of air and sea, a dark underworld beneath the Earth's surface. Hades rules this shadowy domain, seated upon a throne of black obsidian. Beside him stands Cerberus, the three-headed guardian of the underworld. Yet, despite the somber nature of his realm, there is a quiet dignity in Hades' rule, a balance he maintains over the flow of souls into his kingdom. Together, these three domains are a tapestry of power and balance, each influencing the other through the energy lines that demarcate their borders. These glowing lines are not mere boundaries, but conduits of power and responsibility that ensure the seamless operation of the world. As the first light of dawn brushes across the sky, a warm sunrise greets the horizon. It heralds a new age, a fresh chapter in the annals of time where gods and mortals alike will forge new paths and destinies. This dawn is not just the beginning of another cycle. It is a symbol of hope and renewal, a promise that the ever-turning wheel of fate will continue to spin. In this panoramic view of creation and control, the divine order remains steadfast, and with the rising sun, the new world begins again, full of untold possibilities. A new world rises under divine rule. Like, comment, subscribe for more 3D mythological legends.